President Obama spoke out strongly this past week in support of a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Josh Landis and Mitch Butler of The Fast Draw have a crash course in Mideast geopolitics.
Since its beginning, Israel has fought many wars for its survival.
But the future might not be about battles. It may be about babies.
If current birth rates continue, Jewish Israelis will be outnumbered by Palestinians and Arab Israeli citizens.
Demographics definitely leave Israel with very little choice but to reach some sort of peace agreement in the near future.
Here's Israel. There's the West Bank over here, and on the other side is Gaza. Today, there are 5.5 million Jewish Israelis.
And if you add up the number of Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank, plus the number of Arab citizens of Israel, the two populations are very close.
But Palestinians have more babies than Israelis. They have a much higher birth rate, which makes it very likely that Palestinians will soon outnumber their Jewish neighbors. And this could really change the tone of the Middle East peace process. For decades, most diplomacy has focused on a two-state solution to give Palestinians full control over Gaza and the West Bank, places where Palestinians live, but which Israel effectively controls.
Here's the idea. Palestinian leaders would put an end to attacks on Israel. In exchange, Israel would remove its soldiers and tanks from all Palestinian territories.
But the fear is, if Israeli forces are not there, Palestinian militants like Hamas will gain strength and start new wars. Joshua Gleis is an international fellow at Harvard University.
He studies the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and says a one-state solution is starting to appeal more to Palestinians as they watch their numbers grow.
The Palestinian population might go and say, all right, you know what, let's combine all our Arab numbers together, and instead of just saying a two-state solution, let's call for a one-state solution, a one-person, a one vote, and that would essentially end the Jewish state as we know it.
Because if Palestinians and Arab Israeli citizens become a majority in a single-state democracy, Israeli Jews could be voted out of power. And if the status quo in Gaza and the West Bank continues, Israel controlling the movement of food, medicine, people, everything, all in the name of security.
This status quo is not going to remain for a very long time, especially as the numbers increase, because the pressure is going to be ratcheted up on the Israeli government. It's going to be a very short period of time where the Israelis have a very small window to try and reach some sort of peace agreement.
So the struggle today may be to stop militants from firing rockets into Israel.
But the other struggle is a numbers game that both sides are determined to win.